what a label will do for you. I mean, people like to bash the labels, but what the labels do is they have a Rolodex full of promotion people, booking people, uh, uh, promotional people, publicists, national publicists, local publicists, and there's a whole team. And so to be an independent musician like me, you have to have all that money that the label would lend you or borrow you, and you're basically, you don't have control over that. But people bash the labels; they take so much, but they risk a lot of money to put you out there, and they may shelve you, and then you're kind of stuck if they shelve you. And that most people do get shelved because most labels only have enough money to push like one artist, or two artists on their entire label of, maybe 50 acts. So that's the kind of the hard thing. The thing about Web 2 is I put out a record in 2019, and I had 7 motorcycles at the time. I was doing vintage racing and stuff, and I just sold all of that to try to kind of build this studio and promote a record. And it took, like you were saying, your reach, your growth, followers or whatever in Web 2 was you surpassed that in just a short amount of time, and you didn't have to spend any money. And the same goes true for me. Like I brought out 25 pieces, I sold them, and it was equivalent to 500,000 streams, and it allowed me to get a publicist for a month that just kind of opened the doors to a couple of really big shows for me. So that's like real in real life value. So on the Web 2 side, to push this music out further, right? We want to make the music popular. And though the platforms don't pay, you pay. The musician always pays, So you're going to pay for top of funnel. You're going to pay for playlisting, right? You'll pay for a publicist. You'll pay for folk radio play or college radio play. It's all bought and paid for. So anybody that you're seeing is the next big thing or whatever, it's all 100% bought and paid for. I mean, it's promotion, and just like any other business. So I came into the space hoping to raise money to promote a record, and then I was looking at my spreadsheet and kind of my plans to release this record month by month, single by single. I realized I'm not looking big enough to really do this. I have to get away from the day job that I secured during the recession. Yeah, I'm going for it. It's just the other side takes a lot of money. And I learned it all too, right? I'm going to do target marketing through Instagram, Facebook, and run to targeted audiences, run them to a top of funnel campaign, drive them down to get their email. You'll have a 1%, a 5% click through. You'll have a 1% rate of buy. And so then you just run the numbers. Oh, I have to run to this many million of people. Yeah, it's crazy.
Talk dirty marketing to me. Dirty marketing to me, Joe Ryan. I love it.
Well, I find it really fascinating. Like I really got into like nerding. Now it's like NFT talk. Like my wife's like, oh boy. But before it was like, man, I think, look at this. I mean, at one point I was running an ad after I beat them against multiple audiences and found the right ad copy and picture. I was getting 5 email opt-ins every 60 minutes on an ad that I ran for that last record. But then as soon as you stop the faucet, the audience will go cold. And then if you let them go cold enough, you've just wasted all your money in marketing. In Web3, you can just get on a Web 2 platform like Twitter, talk, build community, build friends, make relationships, and if they like you, they hang out and you become friends. And if they really like you, they'll believe in you, they'll invest in you and collect you, and then it's my job to make it valuable, the item, the collection for them, and then also provide utility, like, oh, let's fly you in for a AM Drinker show, or let's make some vinyl records at the end, or right now I'm doing a VIP all access pass. I think there's 18 left. They're 0.1. And and we've sold, well, I guess there's 18 left. There's 50 total. And so that'll get you a couple records. It'll get you a couple vinyl records, especially pressed 2019 one. And it'll get you access to all my shows, for nothing, for life. And and it'll, it allows me to get to this custom minting contract with this forever price thing that I want to do, where if you buy a original piece, you buy a piece at 0.55, then for the remainder of the collection you can just keep minting at that, and if it lands on the floor, that price goes with the NFT, so it doesn't stay with the wallet. So that should help things laying on the floor, because a couple $100 to me is a lot of money. And if I'm going to spend a couple $100 or $100 or $60, if I have to get liquid, I would love to be able to, my people, if they have sell it. But I would hope it's valuable. And I think by having this kind of forever mint price strategy, they can like buy an original piece, but they know that, every month or so, when I bring out a song, the price is going to go up by 0.05, 0.05, 0.05. But that original piece, at 0.55, well, that you get all the rest of the pieces for 0.55. But if you need to flip it, that piece is like a 0.55 for whoever picks it up off the floor. Hasn't been done yet, and I don't know if it's going to work. It's kind of hard to understand because it's just a twist, but it makes anything previously released on the floor an instant mint price for future things. And this VIP all access mint pass thing is a special channel in the Discord, and we'll build a bunch of value in there. But what it's allowed me to do is to get the money for a pro level site, both IRL for my real gig stuff and minting side of things. And then it also will do something that hasn't been done before, which is do a forever mint price thing on previous NFTs in a collection.
I absolutely love that. I did not know, we talked about that before, but I didn't know that you were bringing the aspect too of actually having the same price on the floor. That makes it very intriguing, very interesting. I like that a lot. And I think, hey, I think you're changing the music NFT game. I think that's what I'm hearing here.
Well, it should change, and like my pieces that are going to come out, the next piece that's going to come out, it'll be a generative piece. It's going to be a video piece, but it'll still have rarity. So this next collection will have rarity. So it'll have the rarity things that you would normally expect in a PFP collection. But, if you have a previous piece, you're going to not get it for 0.06, you'll get it for 0.055. Or if you have an original pre-mint one corner tap at 0.35, then you'll get all the next 10 or whatever for 0.35. It should keep for a musician like me that's going to release a song, it's like instead of buying it, I don't want the floor to be underwater. I want the floor to be like super valuable. So if it becomes valuable to another person, if someone has to leave and flip it, then good. I want you to do that, and I want you to make money. And it's just another way. Instead of just buying low and selling high, you can buy low, or you can keep buying low and you can sell high. But the previous thing is always like a valuable to someone that maybe just figures me out 3 months from now, or 5 months from now, or a year from now, or whatever. So
They always ask when utility, Joe, and you're providing it right off the bat. So
yeah,
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's never, it's a contract that's never been written, but it's going to be written. And the great, team at When Mint, they're just super duper pro, and they're behind lots of great projects, and I wouldn't trust anybody else. And I've slowly got a nice team around me with Seal and the Whiz Kids support me, and the Ape Liquid people, and it's just like what you do. You just build friends, community. I just play my ass off, and I just love meeting people. I'm kind of an extrovert. A lot of musicians are introverts. I am probably introverted at a show. I don't exactly like to go out and say hi directly after playing, but I need to come down a little bit. But yeah, so I'm just, the space is, my bandmates thought I was nuts. They thought, and then it's like, guys, I just made enough to get a publicist for a month. Really? But we're not doing shows. It's like, this is guys, I can reach 2,000. I've already paid to 2,000 people in 4 days. You know how many shows you got to do to play to 4,000 people or 3,000 people?